Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday night. It's the virtual band parade. We are here, as always, for your entertainment, not for your abuse, I have to say. Joining me tonight, and delighted to have him, is Neil, of course, from On the March video channel. Hiya, Neil.
Hi, evening, everyone.
Love your Christmas tree. You all set for Christmas?
We're getting there. It's a big one this year.
So it is. So it is. I've got a furry fellow keeping me company this evening. Let's see who's all online with us. Eddie Torney says we were late. My fault, Eddie. It was my fault. I sent Roy over a new starting tune, but for some reason the email didn't get through, so we had to scramble back to last week's starting tune. So I'll take the blame for that one. Joshua Morris is watching. Harry MacArthur's watching in Glasgow. Davy Logan says, lovely introduction with the gallant pint. Roy Patterson is watching. Edward Fellows says, evening all, another night for music and mayhem. Eddie's working tonight, so he's going to be quiet. Amy and Dee are watching in a chilly Coke. Lisa is watching. Kenny Dummigan's watching from the home of Dummigan, from Larne, the home of Dummigan's accordion. Norris is watching. Muriel, Gavin, John Hewitt in Liverpool, John King in a freezing Oma, Sylvia Slane from wet and windy Cookstown, Mary McKee's watching. Carl Porter, John Carl Young Johnson, Bart Rennick is watching in Maguire's Bridge. Mandy Stout is in a blowy Donica D. Alan Finley's watching. Billy King, John Stevenson, good evening. Hope a few bands helped. Says Mark Gibson, no Londonderry tomorrow. You're right, Moy. Oh, it's very depressing. Jim McManus this evening from Bangor. Roberta Baird is watching, and Eddie. Adrian McElvenna, James Sharon Norris, Jim Kerr. Steve McKinstry says up the Albert Bridge. Of course, that was Albert Bridge who were on our starting tune. Yes, Brian, 2 weeks in a row. Eddie says, no point even asking tonight. Of course not, Eddie. We're on last week. Trevor Monaghan says, good evening, everyone. Jackie Mullen is watching. Colin, oh, sorry, scrolled up a little bit there. Colin Eady is watching in Falkirk. William Torrance in South Lanarkshire. Caroline Hughes. Scott Clark is watching. Looking forward to some nice hymns. Evening, Valerie and team, says William Fenton. And of course, tonight Neil has picked a full lineup of hymns for us, haven't you, Neil?
Something a wee bit different. You know, most bands play hymns, but they don't even know they are hymns. And then quite often they get stuck into them anyway.
And some of them actually become really, really popular tunes. Drumderg a few years ago brought out a hymn, and everybody was playing it after a while.
Yeah, there's As the Deer Pants for the Water. It's got very popular, and one or two others as well.
Yeah, no, and it's good to see. It's always good to have something different in your repertoire. So, Neil, who have you chosen for our first band up this evening?
Well, today we're going to start with Castle, and this was taken last year at their own parade. It's one of Richard's videos, and I put together a compilation that's about 20 minutes long, and it's a must-watch. But this wee tune has many names, but the Rangers men all know it as Glory, Glory.
Glory there from Cairncastle. Just want to get through a few more of the text here before they all disappear off my screen. Neil, can you see the text? Are you watching the form on another so that you can see the text?
I have it on the computer, but it's running that 20 seconds late.
Yeah,
so I don't get to see them.
Mine's is exactly the same. Good evening to June Creamer. Davy Semple's watching in Macrofelt. Jason Gibson is watching. China says it's a big one, Neil.
Yes.
No idea what that means. Steve McKinney says, good evening from the Toon. Looking forward to the show. William Callahan's watching, as is Keith McCormick. Stephen Stafford, Jennifer McAllister and all in Craig and E. Victoria Sheridan. Jasmine Cullen is watching. SJ Han is watching, asking for a little bit of Netherton Road. Fortunately, we don't have them on the show this evening. Ian Todd says, evening Valerie and crew. Lynn Fitchie says, evening everyone. Roy Chambers, hope you're feeling better. I was just a sore head, Roy. Wasn't that bad. I get no sympathy on here anyway. Vicky Finlay is watching in Malile. Mark Anderson is watching. He says he's looking forward to hymn night. My sister says there's nothing new with me being late. Tommy Lloyd says, good evening, Val and Roy from a very wet Liverpool. Chris McCauley, Elizabeth Graham are both watching. Derek Keenan, David Sheridan, Lorna McElrath, wet and windy in Newton Ards. There's a theme going on here. Everybody's saying wet, windy and cold. Keith McInerney's watching in East Belfast. Louis Apicella is watching from, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, is watching from Tranent, East Lothian. Karina and Ray McHugh watching. Reggie in the Big K. Joy Cullen is also watching. Closing of the Gates is outside China's house this year, so everybody knows where to go. Evening all from Edinburgh, says Alistair McKellar. Jock from Birkenhead is watching. Lisa is expecting a few 5 out of 5 tonight in the quiz. Yes, so all you Scottish voyeurs, stay tuned because tonight's quiz is all Scottish bands. Billy Gilmore is watching, as is Lorna McElrath. She says, Eddie, are you not meant to be working? He did say he was working. John China says, Holy Mary, some number. Yes, one of the other names for Glory, Glory. Roy Fisher is watching from sunny Southern California. Oh, my goodness. Roy, you're the only person that's getting sun at the moment. Dick O'Keenan says, China, leave the gates open. Samantha Sheart's watching from Glasgow. Albert is watching in Newton Ards. Nigel Sinton is watching. Stephen Feely. The Miller play hymns, Neil, so bound to be on tonight. They were on last week. There are chants and everything. Kate McCormick says hello from a nice warm house. Oh, it's the only place to be today. China says it would have been tomorrow reenactment in his house. Big wig this week with the launch of the Ballyran new CD. Anyone that appreciates an excellent quality of music will love it. Joy Cullen put that on. She wants to know, Josh, if you got it as far as Coleraine or the East. Funny, I heard a little clip of Pirates of the Caribbean from it. Sounds fantastic. Definitely going to have to get my hands on one. John Singleton's looking for a little bit of Govan Protestant Boys. Let me just get down here. Caesar's Da is watching in Lisburn. Graham, I'm counting you first now because you were in an accordion band, whereas that Caesar, he just went downhill, big on Flint and Blood and Thunder. Roy Chambers is watching in Carrickfergus. John Montgomery says big shout out to Mid Ulster Loyalist Voice on Facebook. David Thompson is watching. Russell Miller is watching. He says, me. Billy McDonald is watching. Timmy McCulloch is watching all the way from Poland. It's not cold there. It's bound to be even colder than here. Susie is watching from Ardrossan in Ayrshire. Ian Morrison says, evening guys from a cold and wet Glasgow, but still buzzing from last night's result for the jurors. Yes, it was a good one. Robert Goldsmith is watching. Carl Porter, Robert Boyd. My goodness. There's over 100 messages still to read through, so let's have another little bit of music. Neil, who have you up next?
Next up is a Scottish favourite of mine, and it's Green Gears Thistle. This is taken in 2016 on their visit to the Somme.
One of my favourite bands, Neil. Absolutely love them. Love them.
Definitely.
And partly there was, now let me just get saying, we prod boy out in front of the band there as well. So you've you did a good pick there, Neil.
Yes.
Let's get through a few more of these texts so that I get caught up, because I'm always worried about losing some of them. Lorna McElrath is watching, so I've mentioned you. Norman Gordon is watching Armagh. Shanksy is watching in Edinburgh. Robert Goldsmith says, stop complaining about the weather. We are here when many are not. That is true. Alan Finlay, though, says it doesn't know if it's wet, windy and cold because he's sitting in front of a roaring fire. Oh, yes, that would have been nice. Mary Irvine is watching from a rainy Wigan. Vicky Finlay wants to know any Forth bridges tonight. I had a sweet scan down the list, and I don't think there's any Forth bridges, but Gordon Winter, you will be happy because Pride of the Birches band are on. He hopes to see all of the band on Sunday at their open air carol service. Lorraine is watching from Glasgow with her son Ross, the wee Scottish pilgrim. You have them everywhere, China. Pride of the North, Darren Leggy is looking for. Ribbon Atchison says, hello there, all well. China says, shut her up and play a wee band. I need to get through the text, China. People, oh my goodness, my goodness. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this, Neil.
Right.
So the three Muska Hounds are meant to be doing shows, right? So originally it was meant to be one show per each of them, so China did a show, Eddie did a show, Stephen Feely did a show, but they've decided that it's too much for them to handle, so they might all do the one show together. Can you imagine the chaos?
All three of them on there at once?
Mm-hmm. Chaos, absolute chaos. I don't know that we should allow that at all. I think we should make them, let's see how smart they all are and if they have to do it themselves. What do you think? But they're going to be on in January, we believe. Dates is yet to be confirmed. Ian Kennedy is watching. Johnny Austin's watching in Londonderry. Nigel's wanting to know where the dog is tonight. He was there. He's disappeared again, and then he'll be back in. Well, one of them was. The other one will probably be in a minute or two as well. Who is your next band choice then, Neil?
Next band up is Flute Band Church. Flute Band Church is a band that was put together from members of other bands. A lot of them Christians and that have come together, and they do different events around churches and different halls and stuff. And this is a tune from their own indoor in Portadown earlier this year.
Back again, so we are. Now, Neil is going to be doing the show solo tomorrow night, himself and Roy. Elaine said that she had to pick him up off the floor because from shock whenever I asked him during the week. So he's going to be giving it a blatter for us tomorrow night.
Question,
I know
Valerie.
he'll do a fantastic job.
How is he doing it solo if I'm with him?
Well, he's
How's that solo?
No, I said him and Roy. I did say
he's
him
doing
and
the
Roy.
show-
I
he's
did.
doing
I
the
said
show-
he's doing it solo, as in he's the only one of the two of us going to be there. But I said him and Roy will be flying solo tomorrow night. So there, I did say that.
A gruesome twosome.
Sorry?
A gruesome twosome.
Are indeed, are indeed. So Roy, Neil, let's give you a little bit of practice with the text messages. I have a pizza here, which has just been set down in front of me. So I'm going to eat while you read out the next text messages and introduce the next tune. I think this is brilliant.
Oh, this is a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting this bit at all. And I don't know how far back in the taxis you get. I just want to say thank you to everybody who keeps watching, keeps tuning in every week. So loyal and so faithful. And the banter's always good on the text messaging. It's really good to read all your comments, especially when you come from as far as Australia, America and all. It's really good to read up and catch where you're from. A lot of these taxes are read back whenever we're off screen, just to see which bands have been asked for and which bands have been selected, and try and put them into future shows. So we'd just like to say thank you and welcome to everybody who has tuned in, who texts in and takes the time to be part of the clan. The next band up is Ballyroan Accordion, a wee band that doesn't travel too far from their own hometown. This video was taken in 2011. It was a charity event run by Ballyroan District, and it was for heart, chest and stroke. And hopefully on that night they made plenty of money. It was mostly all charity, all hymns that were played on the night, and this was recorded by Ulster Scots Online. So we'll let Roy play, and I'll shut up.
I'm too busy eating, Neil.
Keep
going. I just turn the background all quiet and eat my pizza.
So
Neil. Yes,
you do a wee thing on your channel each week, or is it monthly? You do it
every Tuesday night. BandFan TV comes out onto YouTube. It's been going now since over a year now. I think we've had 76, so you are catching up on us. And it's a 10-minute vlog every week. We pick normally highlights of bands that were on parade that week. But if there's no parade, then we sort of look back over what would have happened that week in years gone by.
It's absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy doing it, which gives you perfect setup. Being in front of a camera for doing this. Yeah. So you're a natural. You're a natural.
Yeah. I used to go on every week and comment who was coming on next and doing that there. Lately, I haven't been putting any comments on. I've just been letting the videos roll. And I get one thumbs down every week. I don't know who it's from or where or when. There's one thumbs down every week. And I thought if I didn't comment, maybe they would stop giving me a thumbs down. But no, I still get it.
It's never worry about the thumbs down, especially on YouTube, because it's YouTube algorithms just classify that as traffic. So thumbs up or thumbs down doesn't make a difference on YouTube. So
it's right and steady. It pulls in roughly about 600 views a week. Although this week I done a Burden of Lundy special, and we're about 1,200 views this week. So we're double our normal watch.
Absolutely fantastic. And who's the next band then you've chose for this evening?
Tonight, this next band up is a big favourite with many within the marching band scene. It's Drumderg. And again, this was taken at Flute Band Church's indoor earlier in the year. And this is a great wee number that a lot of bands have picked up. I've missed my notes. But it's Drumderg Young Loyalists.
A lot of you's been very sarcastic about my pizza. It's
That's
a pepperoni pizza. See the comments, Neil?
Yes, 6 pieces or 8.
Mm-hmm. It was 8 actually. The hubby cut it into 8 pieces. Oh, sorry, my mic shut down. Hubby cut it into 8 pieces for me. And Jason, that is totally right. It's the way to everyone's heart. It's not only pizza, just food. Food, full stop.
What's for saying Drumderg Young Loyalists when it's just Drumderg Loyalists? Although they did bring out a junior band at one time. I'm not sure if they're still going.
Don't know.
But I do like
Joshua Morris. You're for slap the next.
I love Josh's
Sorry,
comment.
Neil. Yes, I was just about to say Joshua Morris is for a slap.
Can't believe
next time I see him.
74 shows. This is the 74th show, Josh. To keep Harry quiet. I would have been on Domino's long ago if I'd have known.
It is a pepperoni pizza, Adrian. Very, very tasty, actually. I don't even know where it's from. God love him. He's only home from work at 7 o'clock and then had to make me something to eat. Brian says there's a bit of pepperoni stuck on my cheek. No, there's no pepperoni, but I'm watching very carefully just in case the tomato sauce You know, gives me one of those Joker type grins. Go for it, Neil. It's all yours.
Right. Want to say hello to Carl, and that's from Ari. I'm getting assistance here from
Irvine McCabe as well says hello to Carol.
Yeah, very popular. So she is. The next band up, this is a beautiful piece. It's Bon Silver Band. This was played at a church service for the RAPC in 2010. And it was at Glasslock Parish Church, and it's a selection of hymns.
Do you know what that needed? That needed a drum, a side drum and a bass drum, and made into a wee march. That would have been lovely. Mm-hmm. Really, really nice. Just a wee bit slow there for my liking, but still beautiful arrangement. No pizza has coleslaw, definitely not. I've now moved on to ricotta and spinach. Mason didn't like it, Mum. And my mum says they're from Lidl, so there you go. She bought it today. There's something else. Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Can't remember. It'll come back to me. Carry on, Neil. Carry on.
Right. Again, we're moving on. This has become one of my favourite bands. I've been watching them now, probably all lockdown, so I have. And anytime I go on and pick a tune, I tune into Ballygowan Flute Band. The guy that recorded this, he has loads of clips, just concert bands, Ballygowan, Ballylone, John Hunter Memorial and stuff like that there. And it's a brilliant recording. Looks like it was taken in Newtownards in the square there, and it's from 2015. So it is, and it's I Will Follow Him. Wee bit of a cheat on him, but it's still that way.
Superb
Made-
choice, Neil. I
made
think the
famous
accordions could do that justice.
made
I really
famous by Sister and Whoopi Goldberg. But it's just so sad that there wasn't more people there to watch it because the square looks empty. So it does.
No, I think that would sound superb on an accordion. I
It
think
would
it really
kill
would.
it.
Ken
It
Stewart,
would kill it.
don't. Ken Stewart, get that sorted for an accordion band, my dear. Ken has done an arrangement of Light of Foot March for the accordion bands. If any accordion band would be interested in it, get in touch with Ken on the messages.
We're having bets here on what's for dessert, Valerie. I'm going with ice cream and jelly.
I went and mute again there to carry on eating. It'll have to be something chocolatey and maybe a chocolate mousse or something like that there. I'll have to go read the fridge in the next tune, see what there is.
The next band up is an accordion band, quite popular and well on the forum quite often. Legan Annie. This was taken back earlier in this year when we were allowed to have parades. The UDR2 Memorial Parade from East Belfast through to Royal Avenue. And this wee video was taken by Mark, Loyal Star 98. Want to congratulate Mark. Mark's YouTube page is absolutely flying. He's got like well over 14,000 followers now, and his views is going through the roof. The accordion bands that he records is really, really popular, especially in Europe and Spain and stuff. So well done, Mark. And this wee band is Legan Annie. Oh, forgot to take the mic off. Still on mute, so it was. I'm sure I'll get caught out with that a few times tomorrow night. So well,
I still get caught out, Neil. 74 shows in, I still get caught out, so don't worry about it.
everybody's enjoying the tunes, and the hymn's quite popular. Some of the tunes you play more than once. That tune played on the accordion, it just seems to repeat and repeat and repeat again. So it does.
It's because the verse and the chorus are exactly the
But
same melody.
that's accordions for you, Neil. They just repeat, 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 repeat.
Can I give a rude signal on here? Is that okay, or would you ban me, Neil? I remember now what it was I was going to say. I was going to say tomorrow night, get Lane on the camera with you. She can read out the text message comments, and you can introduce the tunes. How is that for a perfect mix?
Well, we'll have a go at that, or hopefully Roy will be joining in too. As long as he's the
There's
man.
no keeping him quiet.
Okay, I'll stay quiet.
Man, the man with the know-how, and we need him. So we do. But people seem to be enjoying it. Seek Ye First is a very popular tune. That was played on the accordion. And again, next one up, Seek Ye First, but this time on the flute. Pride of Hill Kilmoney this time. It's a church service that goes through Rathcoole on the first Saturday in July every year, marking the Psalm, and takes a LOL 1101 from Clapfern District to Rathcoole Presbyterian Church. So Seek Ye First this time on the flute. Now we've had it on the flute and we've had it on the accordion, so you can tell us which one you prefer. And Joshua says that when we're talking about accordions, we need to buy Roy a pizza. Shut him up. So it all gets very competitive when we talk about flutes and accordions. So it does. The next video up would be Sir George White Memorial. This is taken at Lisburn Young Defenders annual indoor contest. And part of the arrangement is that every band on the contest must play a hymn. This is one of my favourites. It's Onward Christian Soldiers. Not ready yet. There we go. Thank you very much for everybody that get in touch. Accordions and flutes. I think the flutes won it, but I'm sure Foley would join in and say that probably silver play best of all.
Oh No. I still have to go for accordions. There's quite a few accordion fans on there loving that one. So there is. What was going to say? They're very sore me for eating this pizza. My goodness. I can't one, Neil. You know, when I'm quiet, they gurn. When I'm noisy, they gurn. So, you know, I should just please myself. But it's okay, Roy. You can talk as much as you like, apparently, on the Three Amigos show. I have nicknamed them. So you have become. Does everybody remember the kids' TV cartoon from years and years ago? It was D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds.
Yes.
Right. So those three are the Three Muskehounds, and I think Roy is D'Artagnan. What do you think, Neil?
That's a queer compliment. He was the charge.
True enough. Putting you in charge, Roy. Could we do that? Oh, he's huffing. He's huffing, Neil. Do you see what I have to work with? Do you see what I have to work with? Oh my goodness, they're all. William Smith says he loves walking behind Sir George White Memorial on Black Saturday. And Stephen Hammy is enjoying the accordions, which is great. He also says he's sitting drinking a beer and feeling bad and listening to the hymns. But don't worry about it, Stevie. During the next show, our next tune, I am going to go and get myself a beer. So what is our next tune, Neil? Next
tune up, it's Near to Me, My God. It's been picked up by quite a few of the Blood and Thunder bands and played as they walk by war memorials and cenotaphs and stuff. Some of the bands play it really, really well. This time it's Pride of the Band in Coleraine at their own parade, just 2019. Aye, back again. A Pride of Band, some says they're on parade at their own through Coleraine, their own parade. Tommy was asking, is it hymns all night? And it is, Tommy. Just for a wee change, a lot of bands play hymns and they don't realise they're even playing them. They're just new tunes to them. So we picked a set of clips that are all hymns on flute, melody, accordion, silver, and pipe. So we are.
You're quite partial to the wee hymns, aren't you, Neil?
I do enjoy hymns, so do, especially when you're on parade. When you're out with Orange Order and you're walking the likes of the UDR parade and a band plays a hymn in front of you, you sort of stand up a wee bit taller and stick your chest out and you're kind of proud of it. So you are. Talking about the Orange Order, we've just been reminded that the Grand Lodge has brought out a whole set of new merchandise as next year's the centenary of Northern Ireland. Check out the Grand Lodge's website for their new merchandise that they've brought out for next year.
I know when a few bands, as in Pride of the Main, whenever we had to do a Sunday parade, it was like they had 3 tunes, and no matter how long the parade was, they had 3 tunes sort of to repeat over and over as they went along. So it's it means it makes the band more adaptable if they've got tunes that they can play on a Sunday. And as you say, going past war memorials as well, it means you don't have to actually stop. They can actually keep on walking through.
Well, that's it. I mean, some of the new tunes the bands are playing are hymns and they don't realise it. And a lot of bands play hymns and they could do Sunday parades, but they don't. Quite often it's hard to get a band to walk at a Sunday church parade for the Orange Order, and they don't realise that they're playing hymns. They just call it something else and don't realise it. Next band up is Pride of the Birches. Pride of the Birches here are playing at Ballybreast Flower the Haller band concert. Again, this was earlier in the year at 2020. There's quite a number of events went on earlier in the year, which before lockdown allowed the boys to get out and test their new equipment and do a lot of videos before lockdown hit us and knocked everything for six. So this one here is Pride of the Birches. That was a great wee number. I know a lot of these hymns, but I never know the names of them. And
I was just asking what the name of that one was.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's going round and round my head, and I know some of the words, but I just don't know the hymn at all.
Neil, you're doing a great job. I lower the tone. It's all the religious hymns. I lower the tone badly. Doing a great job. Keep her up.
Thank you very much. Lorna's wanting to know, will the Muska Hounds be dressing up for their show? I think that would just make the night. So, the next one up is one of my favourites. A lot of bands have picked up this tune. Like, it's called a couple of different names, but it's I Vow to Thee, My Country. Written in 1921 as a patriotic hymn, and it's taken from the Jupiter by Holtz. The music's Holtz, and it's taken from Jupiter. And this was taken by Mark. It's a County London Royal Arch Purple Sunday service played in 2015, and it's Gortnagilly Coronation. Can I just say, Jenna, I love you too. Thank you very much for all your kind compliments.
And I'm going to do something that I wouldn't normally do. I'm actually going to jump to Valerie's defense here.
Oh,
People are giving Valerie a hard time about having a beer. Was Jesus' first miracle not turning water into wine? Was wine and alcohol not something that was freely partaken back in those days? And it only seems to be certain Presbyterian or Protestant churches, Presbyterian ones especially, that frown upon drinking completely. But taken in moderation, it's fine.
I am in shock that you're defending me. Thank you. That never happens. Are we recording this? Has someone got this recorded to make sure that we have this down for history? Because it's only ever happened once. It only happened once.
it'll be on the red button, Valerie.
I'll have to watch it again. Good friend of mine got in touch, Neil, actually to say, could we also give a mention out to the NI 100 Centenary, who are adding history of bands onto their website. They say if you would like to add your band's bio and a photograph, please email them, and their details are on the comments there if anybody wants to do that.
Second big first tonight as well, Valerie. I'm going to have to go against Mummy.
Right? What did Mummy say?
It was no alcoholic wine. There was no such thing back then as being able to make non-alcoholic wine. They've only been able to make non-alcoholic wine in the last couple of hundred years, not thousands of years ago. When they made wine, it was fermented grapes, which was alcohol.
Eddie Torney, what are you on about? Val doesn't do anything in moderation. I'm only having just one wee teensy wincy pint. That's all it is. Just the one. I'm just sitting and relaxing tonight. Neil is running the show.
You just enjoy yourself. Stephen's asking for a wee bit of Miller. If he tunes into BandFan TV, Miller was first band on this week. So you can catch up with him there. Anyway.
Neil, are you pandering to the crowd as bad as Roy? Is that what I can expect tomorrow night? Thank God Lisa is picking the tunes tomorrow night. Or is it Roy? Is it you picking them, Roy? Who's picking them tomorrow night?
Lisa.
So thank God she's.
We might change it.
You two,
Lisa, we might change it since I'm having the 18th off. I might do the ones tomorrow night. Then Lisa's ones can be used on the 18th. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So we could have a Miller, East Belfast, Valley Halbert.
Don't encourage him, Neil. Don't encourage him. Helen, you are right. They are sore meat. This is mild compared to how I usually get it, Helen. And I'm sitting here being quiet, saying nothing.
Say nothing. The next band up, we always like a wee bit of pipe band. So Major Cyclone Memorial, who I believe are from Ballyclare direction, they're playing here on the 12th of July, 2019, and this was recorded in the field at Larne. Tries to drum recorded this. He has quite a few on his YouTube channel, and they're always worth checking out. So this is Major Sinclair Memorial Pipe Band in Larne. Great to see the banners flying there in the wind. the 12th and Larne's always a good day with good crowds, so it is, although it normally rains. But you get used to that in Larne, so you do. So everybody's enjoying the clips tonight. Thank you for all your kind comments. Everybody's joining in. Lisa will be doing the clips tomorrow night, and it'll be hopefully based around Lundy Day, or the shutting of the gates and the burning of Lundy. So, well, I've been told that I'm rushing through this and I'm not reading the clips, but as a man, I can only do one thing at a time. So I can't. But thank you anyway. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Sticking with Ballyclare, and next up, Ballyclare Pros and Boys.
Sorry, Neil. It's the quiz next.
Oh, sorry.
It's whenever it comes through. They probably, when I sent it through the week gap, I just meant to wait. That's the quiz because I hadn't copied across far enough for you.
Yes, don't worry about it. That was me, and yes, I always try and do the quiz after our pipe band. Now, tonight's quiz is on Scottish bands, so this one should be interesting. We've got quite a few Scottish viewers on tonight, so it's over to you guys, and to anyone from here as well who knows the Scottish band scene and sees them regular, because they're probably over here as much as our bands are over there. Bands from Northern Ireland over to Scotland. So let's see how you all do. So same format as usual. We have 5 clips with Lisa telling you 4 bands that it might be, and it is one of those bands. So let's have the first clip, Roy. Okay, so that was clip number 1. Lisa has given you 4 choices. Andrew Murphy, Craig Nuke. I missed the third one. Who was the third one? Did anybody see the third one? And I was too busy talking and I missed the fourth one completely. So A, B, C, or D, put your number and your letter in your comments. Tell us who you thought that band was. So clip number 2, please, Roy. So Lisa's given you 4 choices there. You could either have Broxburn Loyalists, Denison, Larkhall, or Brigton Loyalists. So that was band number 2. Do you think it's A, B, C, or D? Let's have a listen to band number 3. So that's one of 3 bands: Cambuslang Volunteers, Young Calvary Volunteers, Greengar's Thistle, or Black Skull Corps of Drums? Write down who you thought it was. That was clip number 3, and then the letter for the band that you thought it was. So clip number 4, please, Roy. So 4 choices there for that band. It was either Pride of Govan, Brigton Loyalists, Sandy Road, or Govan Protestant Boys. Who do you think clip number 4 was? So it'll be 4 and then A, B, C, or D. A is Pride of Govan, B is Brigton Loyalists, C is Sandy Road, and D is Govan Protestant Boys. And our final clip here, this is clip number 5. Four bands there to choose from: Airdrie, Pride of Thornley, or Pride of the Village, Thornley Bank, Cambuslang Volunteers, or Young Loyalist Pollock. So that was our 5th clip. It was either A, B, C, or D: Airdrie, Pride of the Village, Thornley Bank, Cambuslang, or Young Loyalist Pollock. So have you all your comments in, or do you want to give us them all at the one time, whatever way you want to work it? But let's have clip number 1 now, Roy, and see who the correct answer was. Who got it right? So you had 4 choices there. It was either the Andrew Murphy, the Craignook Two Defenders, Provenhall True Blues, or the Jimmy Steele Memorial. So if you said that it was Craignook Two Defenders, give yourself a little point. Somebody's yelled there. Was that you, Elaine?
No.
Clip number 2. So you had 4 choices for that one. You had Broxburn Loyalists, Denniston. I didn't get a chance to write down the second word. Denniston who?
Rangers.
Rangers, Larkhall Purple Heroes or Brigton Loyalists. So if you said that clip number 2 was Larkhall, well done. Give yourself another point. That was number C. Who's you hoeing here? Is it you, Roy?
It's Neil.
It's Neil. Clip number 3, please. Four choices there for you: Cambuslang Volunteers, Young Calvary Volunteers, Gringars Thistle, or Black Skull Corps of Drums. Seem to have confused quite a few people, but if you said that it was Gringars Thistle, give yourself a point. And I've actually texted Lisa and asked her to save me that clip because I love that tune. So clip number 4, please, Roy. Choice of 4 bands there. The 2 Govans, both Pride of Govan and Govan Protestant Boys, which I think it definitely confused Stephen Hamilton anyway, that's for sure. Now, there was also Brigton Loyalists and Sandy Road. So if you chose Govan Protestant Boys, then give yourself a wee point. Last clip, Roy. Clip number 5. So that was our 5th band, 4 choices there. Airdrie Grenadiers, Pride of the Village Thornleybank, Cambuslang, or Young Loyalist Pollock. And if you said Airdrie Grenadiers, give yourself another point. So that's our 5 bands: Craignook, 2 Defenders, Larkhall Protestant Purple Heroes, Gringars Thistle, Govan Protestant Boys, and Airdrie Grenadiers. So let us know in the comments how you did. It's only a bit of fun, folks. Don't worry about lying. We now have 2 people who have got...
What was the letter for the last one?
A. We've 2 people now who have managed to get 5 out of 5, Adam Livingstone and Joshua Morris, and we've been running this for quite a few weeks. So are we going to get a 3rd person getting all 5 out of 5 tonight? Handing it over to you, Neil. After Salterstown, we're going to do the birthdays. So if anybody would like to get their birthdays in, I've got one already, but send them all in and we'll give them a wee shout out with the 3 Muskehounds performing the music for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm over the moon. I got 4 out of 5, 2 weeks in a row. For months, I got 1 every single week, and now 2 weeks in a row, I've got 4 out of 5. So I'm over the moon. It's just made
so that's why you were cheering.
Yeah. So really enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Lisa, for putting that together every week. It really is a good laugh. So the next band up is sticking with Ballyclare Pleasant Boys, and this is a very recent clip taken on Remembrance Weekend. Richard took this video down in Ballyclare as the band played outside their own mural, and the tune is "Rejoice, Rejoice."
We got another 5 out of 5 there, Neil. William Torrance got 5 out of 5 this evening. William is from Carluke. Well done to you. So William, Adam and Joshua, if I know I always said there was no prizes, but if the three of you send me your addresses via PM, I'll get a wee CD out in the post to you. You don't have to listen to it. You could use it as a coaster or whatever, but I'll get a CD out to you in the post.
That last wee hymn, Rejoice, Rejoice, was written by Keith and Kirsten Getty, who are from Northern Ireland. It's a recent hymn, and they now live out in America, but they come back to Coleraine very, very regular, and they are great hymn writers from our local town. So they are.
They're from Coleraine?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
They came home in the summer, and then they end up with lockdown. They couldn't go back to America, so they've been here for quite a while. But
still here, I wonder.
I think they are.
Mm.
We had photos on recently of them up around downhill in Musselton Temple and stuff, which they go to regular when they're over.
This part of the world is just God's country. That's all it is, especially Ballyrasheen.
I drove to Thud, Ballyrasheen regular. I blinked and then I missed it.
It's a townland. It's much, much bigger than you would expect, honestly.
I thought it was the crossroads.
No. It's got a whole area.
Okay. Coming up next, Stufferstown Accordion. This clip was taken by Richard on the 13th of July to remember the 12th this year. They walked from their own hall outside the town of Ronaldstown down into the town itself and then stopped at the Senate Half to play. So this clip is Stufferstown Accordion. I'm trying to think. I build my hope on nothing less.
just want to pick up on Stephen Hamilton's comment. He says, China, there's a few blondes in there for you. That's bound to turn you to accordion. China wouldn't know what to do with a big blonde, Stephen. So don't you worry about that. It'll take a lot to convert that boy.
Oh my goodness. Coming up after the next clip, we are having the birthdays. So if you have any birthday requests, please get them in now. I'll add my father to that. My father's birthday is on the 7th. So happy birthday, Dad. And anybody else, send your comments in now. Next up is a band that I don't believe I've ever seen before. And I don't even know if they're still going. So I don't want to pull a foul and say they're off the road. But if anybody knows if they're still going, they can let us know. It's Salter's Town Flute Band, and they're playing again at the Charity Parade in Ballyroan. And the next, it's How Good the Father's Love for Me.
And you, Neil, and you at me as well. I had purposely left the start of that clip in because I love the way, and there is some bands still do that to this day, where instead of, and they do it out in the road as well as in concert, instead of the bandmaster shouting out a tune or anything like that, there he plays like the first phrase, first line of the tune, and then the 3-beat rolls comes in, which I thought was brilliant. So I purposely kept that one in there when I was choosing or timing your clips in, Neil. Now, birthdays are up next. Quite a few birthdays and a few important birthdays as well. So I want to give a big shout out to Holly Lucas, whose 10th birthday it is. Lee Vinard, whose birthday is also today. Johnny Mullen from Muldoon. Not sure how you say that. Caesar. From Lisburn Fusiliers, whose birthday is on Sunday. Jackie Mullen from Dunloy Accordions' birthday is on Monday. Neil's dad's birthday is today. My brother's girlfriend Lindsay's birthday is on the 7th of December. And the most important birthday in my life, my beloved teenager Mason is 15 today. So happy birthday to you all. Hope you have a wonderful day, or have had a wonderful day, or if it's your birthday over the weekend and you're celebrating whatever you may do in these COVID restricted times, I hope you enjoy it. So happy birthday from all of us here at Ulster Bands Forum. And here are the 3 Muska Hounds for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
I don't think we should ever scrap that. I think we should always keep that as our birthday tune.
It's a cracker.
How many people can say that they've had the three bands play Happy Birthday to them? East Belfast, Ballyhalbert, and Miller Memorial. You know, big well done to the 3 guys. That's all I can say. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, sorry, I have got it wrong. Holly Lucas's birthday is on the 10th. She is not 10. I do apologise, Holly. I had you gone back in years there. Sorry about that there. It's on the 10th. Penny was saying, did you see the size of the notes on their pages? Yes. That's what, every time I watch that clip, I see something different, and it just takes me to the fair. And, you know, all the music stands in these big letters. Scott says that boys are wearing no trousers behind the flag. I wouldn't happen to know. I thought the flag was there to hide the bellies, but just me. Off you go, Neil. All yours
I
again.
do have one question. Is John China and Eddie sitting down, or is Stephen just 6 miles taller than them?
I think it's the old near and far, you know, Father Ted Dougal bit. One's closer to the camera. Yeah. It's brilliant, and happy birthday to everybody who's watching. I'll pass on the forum's regards. Next band up, one of my favourites again, Lisburn Young Defenders. This time they're playing at the Grand Orange Lodge Community Awards in 2020. It's Near to Me, my God, but it's a beautiful arrangement.
I have to admit, Neil, who was it? Davy Logan put on a comment there. He said he might be listening to hymns, but the quality is still in the music. Do you know what? The talent in our marching bands, they could play anything at all and it would still be well done and very musical and sounding great. So, you know, I might be biased, but I think we're wonderful.
No, it's totally true. When you look back over videos, when you're trying to put these playlists together and you're watching clips and you're trying to get full tunes, but you're watching bands from other countries too, and the quality of the bands from Northern Ireland, it stands out head and above a lot of other bands, unless it's a military marching band who are professionally trained. But a lot of the bands from Northern Ireland are as good as that, and sometimes even better.
They totally are. And funny, I have found it that if another country, for instance, there was it Alan Mallard, or might even have been one of the bands at their Freiland Tattoo, and someone obviously in Switzerland or somewhere like that, they discovered the clip and, you know, put a comment on it and shared it on social media, and it was just inundated with hundreds upon thousands of comments saying, you know, about how good it was. And it just goes to show you that when people from beyond our shores here in the UK are exposed to them and actually get to hear them, and don't get to hear all the negativity that is falsely put about us. That they do appreciate that musicianship.
Yeah.
I haven't even had a full beer, and I'm stuttering over my words. I need to down this. Roy always says I don't stutter whenever I'm drinking. But when they get to hear the musicianship just on its own, I mean, it is totally appreciated. And the thing that I always feel I need to remind people, they are all volunteers. They are all self-taught. They are all taught by other band members. There's no professional teachers in there anywhere. It is all guys doing this for the love of it, which is just amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
And a lot of country music, it's by ear or numbers or letters.
Totally.
You know, it's not. And as I was saying earlier, Mark Loyal Star 98, a lot of his accordion clips, the people that's commenting on it's all Spanish and Portuguese and Italian and that. And when you go into Google, you can translate the message, and it's all compliments the whole way down. It's fantastic the way it's been shared around Europe, if not further.
No, and it's just Stephen Feely. No, I am not blocked. I've had about 4 mouthfuls of beer, but it's just something I am really, really passionate about. I'm really, really ardent about is the talent and dedication and commitment that our band members have here, Scotland, England, no matter where they're from, but that people just do not appreciate. They take it for granted. They do nothing but belittle them in certain quarters of the media and so on. And really, you know, they need to get beyond that. They need to recognize exactly what these people are doing. They are out there making music. They are the biggest volunteer music form in the British Isles. Without a doubt.
It also goes to show you though as well, I know we always joke about John China's shop, but when you go up into the shop and you see the amount of CDs that the bands have made and the history over the years, and like another one will be joining it soon, will be the I know you mentioned it earlier, the Pride of the Ballinarran have just done a new CD because it was their 40th, so they wanted to do something and they brought the CD out. But just the sort of the music and everything from for some music for everybody, from the likes of yourself that loves the accordions and the brass, and then you've right through to your Blood and Thunder, your melody flutes, everything. It's just so much covered from
there
one
isn't
wee country.
there isn't a more diverse musical ensemble. I mean, you take everything. I mean, they cover absolutely everything from the classics down through to the traditional, through to, you know, like the brass, songs, you name it. I mean, it's such diverse. There is something for everybody. But as China says, stop going on, get a band on waffling. I get my soapbox about that. It's something I'm really, really passionate about. Over to you again, Neil.
Thank you very much. But I totally agree with everything you said there. The quality is just excellent. This next clip up actually was on last week, and I meant to change it. This is it from another angle. It's Donna Money at their own parade. So it is. My heart is filled with nothing less. When you look at the numbers some of these bands can pull at their hometown, their home parade, it's fantastic. We've seen that clip last week from the front. Now we've seen it from the back, and excellent. And when the camera's up high, looking down on it, and you can just see all the white hats, it's a fantastic view, and the band looks absolutely brilliant. So they are.
I must say, I actually enjoy listening to clips filmed from the back because you get the drums coming in through the flutes. So
Yeah.
it's nice to listen to. And if you actually listen to those two clips side by side, it's a lot clearer on that clip.
And quite often, when a video is taken from the back, the flutes are far clearer, and the drums don't outdrown the flutes. But Dunamony has a fantastic flute core that can hold their own anyway. The next clip up is a silver band that I've never seen before, and I found this wee clip. There's a bit of wind noise on the clip, but the arrangement is absolutely fantastic. I don't know what the hymn is, but I remember singing it in church. So if anybody knows the name of this song, please let us know. I forgot to tell you who it was. It was Tamletmore Silver Band. And thanks to everybody who let us know the name of the tune. It's Dear Lord and Father of Mankind. And it's absolutely beautiful the way it's been put together. Not too often that you see a lady conductor too. So it was beautiful. It's one of those events where the silver bands and cornet bands go out into the public, go out into the parks and that, and play during the summer and entertain the people in the parks. And that's usually put on by the local councils. So that's a beautiful piece put together there. So the next band up, a band that I remember hearing about, but I never seen. This is taken from 1993, and it's a short clip, but it's Mountbatten Memorial Band, and it's taken at an indoor event in Scotland.
Is that Mountbatten here or Mountbatten Banbridge, Neil?
Oh, now you're telling me. I'm not sure. I would need to look it up. I thought it was a Scottish band when I looked at the video clip.
I had only ever heard of the Mountbatten Memorial in Scotland, but then discovered there was also a Mountbatten Memorial in Banbridge. So there's actually a photograph posted today of them on the forum talk about coincidence. So I'm not sure, and the uniform's very similar, so I'm not sure anymore.
I don't know.
No, take it back over. We're going to move in a minute. That was a short clip, so it was. When you go on to the guy that uploaded the video, when you go onto his video page, a lot of the bands that's on it's Imperial Blues and Saracens and that, so it's a lot of Scottish bands that were on his video page, is why I thought it was a Scottish band. If anybody knows any different, they can let us know.
Could be. I don't know. It's just I didn't know that there was one in Banbridge. Ken Shear also says that there was a Mountbatten in Newton Abbey as well. So
I don't remember that now. Maybe before my time.
You try to say Ken Stewart's older than you, Neil? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm only a wee pup. We'll read up on the text if anybody knows anything about that band. Maybe some of our Scottish viewers would be able to keep us up on about Mountbatten Memorial and when they folded or what happened to them, or where, in fact, if it is Scotland, where they were from. So good. The next band up is a classic band, Hamilton from Londonderry, and this is a beautiful piece, Love Divine. This was played for a competition piece in 1983 in the Northwest Contest, uploaded to YouTube on 2017. Beautifully played there by Hamilton Flute Band, well put together. Loads of comments coming through there about Mountbatten Flute Band, saying they were from Coatbridge in Scotland, and naming different individuals who used to be in the band or know all about it, George Baxter and a few others. So thank you for letting us know and keeping us up to date with the comments there. Moving on, I've lost the list. Here we go. The next video I've picked is Portadown Defenders, and it was uploaded by Portadown Defenders, and you're getting 4 tunes here for the price of 1. It looks like an old album cover, and it's been uploaded onto YouTube for everybody to enjoy. This is Portadown Defenders, and it starts with What a Friend. There, that's an old one put together. Right. What are you at, sir? If anybody can see a photo of our Roy, he's got his balaclava on. He's definitely keeping covered up, so he is. A few people have told us to still have that album, and somewhere in the closet. And it's good to dig these out, and if you've still got your record player to play them on. I've been given a couple of albums lately. I have a record player. I got it recently for a present, and I love getting the records out and playing them on, especially the old ones when you hear all the crackling and all in the background, so you can.
And Tim Webb says there that his late uncle Denver and his dad played in the recording of that Portadown's LP.
Brilliant. And Portadown, of course, they had their new uniform this year. A few of us were down and got videos of that there, and they've been a good band on the road for many years. But it's great to get these out. Say thank you to Scott, who sent me through a link to Mountbatten Memorial Facebook page, and on that is a load of old clips of the band. And that Mountbatten is definitely from Scotland by the looks of it, from Coatbridge. So thank you to Scott, and I'll have a look through those videos later after the parade. So only a couple more clips to go. Father's been very quiet on it tonight and leave me alone. I'm feeling a bit nervous now, as if I'm being watched by the boss. So anyway,
yeah, I'm watching you, Neil.
Watching me tonight, even worse, the boss and the supervisor. So next up, another accordion band, our last accordion band tonight, Bella Mallard. I can never say that right. Bella Mallard accordion band down right in the Skillen there, and they're playing for us. Find it. This was taken at a Christmas concert, their own Christmas concert. And again, Valerie was asking last week if anybody had any clips of bands playing Christmas music. Could they send the link through there? I've gathered up about 6, and this is included in it. So Pride of the Birches had a Christmas concert, and they played at it themselves. So they did, and they had a few other visiting bands with them. So and this is Onward Christian Soldiers, and then Stand Up for Jesus. Thank you very much for all your kind comments. People enjoying the show. I want to say a special thank you and welcome to Hugh from Australia. Hope you're enjoying the show. Thank you for tuning in. We're on every Friday and Saturday night. It's the Ulster Bands Forum and it's the virtual band parade.
I have to admit, in that last clip there, Neil, the bass drummer was practising good social distancing. Just where the curtain was. And I've just noticed, because you must have moved your camera around a bit, you've got us in the background there, so we're seeing ourselves twice.
Right.
Neil, I have no concerns whatsoever about you doing it tomorrow night. So everyone, please do join the show tomorrow night. I knew you'd be fine, Neil, and you've just proved it tonight. So join Neil and Roy tomorrow night, who are going solo, as I say. I am taking a night off. They are going to be doing a selection of clips related to, of course, would have been the Burning of Lundy tomorrow, although it's not the proper date, it's the 18th, but tomorrow is the day that they would have been marking the parade, the first Saturday in December. So we're all going to be missing that desperately. But next year, we always have next year. We can keep, we don't depend on, you know, our loyalty and our belief system and our love of the band isn't just tied down to 1 year. We will get through this. So thank you very much, Neil, for joining this evening and also for your picking of your clips of hymns. I think by the looks of things, everyone enjoyed it. Join Neil and Roy tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'll be back again next Friday night, as always, at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, have a great weekend, because I'll not see you next weekend.
Where you will be flying solo. No, it's not next week, it's the week after. It's 2 weeks.
It's follow after the 18th, yeah.
2 weeks you'll be flying solo.
Because Roy's taking that night off. Yes, so make sure you join everyone tomorrow night, and I'll see you next weekend. We're going to finish off only one clip, really, that you could finish off the show with, one hymn that could come on. It is Amazing Grace, played by the mass bands at the Belfast Tattoo in 2017. And there's also singing in here. It's absolutely superb clip, Neil, to close off the show. So see you all. I'll see you all next week, but Neil and Roy will see you tomorrow night. In the meantime, until then, keep the flutes to the Myth Boys, because we're coming to the tune. Do you believe it? YouTube is throwing a wobbly on the one tune I was really looking forward to. Always the way of it. Ah, it's not going to play for us. It's not going to play at all, Roy. Okay, we're going to try and get this one working for us because it's a fantastic clip. So we definitely get it. Roy is working away there in the background to see what he can do. See? These things happen. Doesn't matter who's doing it. Where are we going to now? I can't even see what Roy's doing. Anybody get snow at the minute? We all get snow at the minute. Yes, everyone is saying well done to Neil. Alan Finlay said when he heard it was hymns tonight, he wasn't sure if he would like it. Great musical standards on its own, regardless of genre. Absolutely correct. Well done, Neil. Great picking, says Hans Johnson. Denise Gordon, thanks for another great night. Great show, Neil, Roy and Valerie. Well done, Neil et al. Great job, Neil. Great tunes. Many thanks to everyone, says Trevor. Philip Mackay. Noel Stewart says, what about an accordion only night? You see, I'm not a great believer in having one night just of one genre, because everybody enjoys different genres. So I like having a good mix. I couldn't listen to a full 2 hours of accordion, and the same way I couldn't listen to a full 2 hours of nothing but blood and thunder or silver or pipes or melody or whatever. But I like the mix. The mix works well, I think, and the 2 hours fly like that, don't they, Neil?
They definitely do. They definitely do.
So we always try to give it a good mix. How are we looking now, Roy? Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We're not going to get it. We may just...
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and seal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a feu de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you give charge unto your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.